All right. So this one I actually never seen a trailer for the Indian films. All I know is from a poster, a guy holding a Jeep. Is this guy a badass? I swear, he is the Sylvester Stallone of India. And that means it's pretty damn kick-ass of a film. Chase, Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon reviewing Jaat. What's about? Pretty simple premise. There's a guy on a train just trying to chill, have a good time. He goes to a restaurant, right? Someone knocks over his food. He just wants a simple apology. No one apologizes. Who will apologize? The next person in the chain. Next person in the chain. And the final person in the chain finally apologizes. But he's okay with the apology except for him beating up his crew. And this guy is a very horrible dictator-esque guy that wants to take 30 villages on the eastern side of India because there's a very rare material that will enrich everyone involved. So I didn't know about this story. I didn't know about the actors. And I kind of said in the beginning, like a Sylvester Stallone of India, that's a compliment. That is 100% compliment that it really does work. And I was with 3 people in this movie. I think 2 people behind me did not like this movie. They saw Good, Bad, Ugly, and liked that one better. I still haven't seen that one. I'll see that one tonight. But Jaat, I loved it. I mean, there are Indian movies, right, where you have part 1, intermission, part 2, right? And I hate to say it, sometimes I have the mentality to think if part 1's going to be amazing, part 2's going to suffer, or part 1's going to be sufferable, and part 2 might be better. Not with this movie. This movie slaps on both sides of the intermission. When this movie goes, it doesn't stop for the whole 2 hours and 40 minutes. Yes, there might be some singing sequences here, a little one there, a little talking sequence here, but when those talking sequences came, I was nervous of like, oh, is it going to be the part where they kind of pause into a 30-minute talking segment? Nay, sir. It's maybe 10 minutes, 7 minutes max of talking with action splurted. I mean, splurged out with you. It is like galore. Yes, there are some negative elements I'll talk about, but when it comes to the action set piece, like the Jeep scene with the motorcycles, yes, you could tell they weren't going as fast as they wanted to, but they were doing something real in the real world. It wasn't soundstage. They were actually trying to accomplish something, and I really enjoyed that. Some of the action set pieces, and this is where it could get a little janky for some people. Sometimes it's playful, and then sometimes it's babies dying. It's decapitations. It's hangings. It's thumbs getting chopped off. It's torture. This movie can be brutal. It might be one of the more brutal Indian movies. Yes, you could say some of the gangster ones in OG, when that comes out, might be more brutal. And Hit, the third case, looks brutal as shit as well. But this movie, Jaat, it goes there. It is tenfold balls to the wall. It's not going to... It ain't pretty. This is not a pretty story. People die. There are bad people. And there are very bad people. And this is another one where you figure out who Jaat is. It's very much a patriotic movie as well as someone that's wanting to protect other people. Because there's also a subplot of women cops. And having that in this story really resonates with, I don't know about the culture of India, but also, second-class citizenship of, cops, women in the police force, and things like that. So, tenfold, awesome subplot right there. And just the movie itself is so damn fun. Like, I couldn't take my eyes off the screen because, what's the next action set piece? What's the next one? And it kept going. And even with the lulls of getting from point A to point B to point C, you were intrigued by the stories, intrigued about who they were talking to, intrigued about what connects to what. I'm sorry. This really blew my mind on how well this is. Yes, some quick negatives. There's a horrible death. When I say death, there are some pretty messed up deaths in here, and it is bloody, and none of it is censored. It's where a girl cop dies, I'll just put it that way, and how she dies is very, 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 very overacted. Very bad overacted. You're like, oh, that could have been done in a couple more takes of that just didn't work at all. Asking for water. Another one was the last battle sequence, right? The whole movie is car chases. It's good car wrecks that are actually in camera, and cars are flipping. Cars are doing good shit. Blowing up stuff is actually occurring. The last, battle sequence, put it that way, is mostly gun battles. And this is what I don't like about some Indian movies is when they're shooting a gun, no shell casings come out whatsoever. Shells or casings come out. And I'm like, that's not how a gun works. Something's got to come out of the gun. And there's things like that. But here, it kind of goes overblown with machine guns, with rocket launchers, which there is a funny rocket launcher joke. I'll give it there. That's pretty good. But I don't know. It kind of took me out of the movie where I was like, I love this hand-to-hand combat. Yes, like I said, people are flipping, necks were breaking, backs were breaking, people are getting, hung. And every time we're doing this bad guy storyline, it's brutal. It is effing brutal, and they do not shy away from the gore in this movie. So, but like I said, I really dug that. Yeah, the third battle, the last battle, they want to do something fun and different. Understand that. But I don't know. It was cool, but I wanted more revenge, right? Because of all of this bad shit is happening to these people, right? Sorry for the coughing. And it just doesn't stop. I want fists to faces over and over and over again. Yes, I understand that the guy, they're going to do it for the townspeople to kind of do something. Understandable. But there's more people involved, especially with the wife and characters, that I wanted fists to faces. And I think some people got off too quick or too easy for some of the consequences they're doing throughout this film. I'm sorry if I'm sounding like this. The more I talk, the more I cough. So I'm very, very sorry, but I have to get this review out. Overall, Jaat kind of blew my mind. I won't lie. It was fun. It was hip. It was bloody. It was badass. The main character he stole the screen. I know there's a lot of superstars or megastars in India, but this cat right here, he's older, and I would want to watch any other movie that he is in. It was that good, that fun. Just a couple of nitpicks, but this might be one of the better Indian movies of the year as of right now. So Jaat will receive a 4.5 out of 5 Futons, which equals that 90%. We'll see the critics' news scores gave this one. I'm very curious. There are 5 critics. Come on, be with me. We got a negative. We got a positive. We got a positive. We got a negative. We have a positive. And the positives are 60%, right? So we got a 60% in my 90. I don't know. It says absolutely messy film, which is good for a one-time watch. Sure. No, it's not messy. You could say some of the editing is a little bit wonky, but I was just having too much fun with this one. Like, I understand some people like other ones that I'm just not a fan of, but for something about this one just connected with me a little bit more than I think would do with the critics. Anyway, 60-90. Cheese Hiker, the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One of these Futontopia. You Futonis. Thank you for watching. For a great time to watch this tape tomorrow, week, not a month, or a year from now. Every single freaking one of you. And again, I'm sorry for this cough. It needs to stop, and it won't. I'm so sorry.